Hello YouTube, this is Hervey68 back to you with more figure reviews. Today we're going to be doing a review on Spider-Man. This is a re-review, and as you can see he's very big, so I am going to need to pan up and down to get the full body of Spider-Man. And you can see I did also repaint him a bit with Sharpies. So half of his body features a black suit with a chrome finish. The other half shows red with a blue finish. So here we go. So first we're going to go ahead and take a look at his sculpt. And for the original paint, I think for a used figure, he's very nice. Very nice. For his second paint, I like it a lot. He has red shading on top of and under the black, with silver metallic everywhere to pop it more out. And I did get very deep in there, which is amazing. It took me days to get this done, considering how big he is, and I do have a measuring tape to tell you guys how big he is. I did just paint the other half of his spider a second ago, because it was fading off. So 1/2 black, 1/2 silver. Very consistent paint applications on both sides for whatever part chosen. I did this to make him more of an original figure. And yeah, the back of him, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So that I guess I'm gonna leave alone right now and figure out later. But his articulation is okay. And I'm only saying that because some of him is still loose and it cannot be fixed. Some of him is not loose at all, which is good. If he were a completely stiff figure, I'd say he has the best articulation in the world. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at his chest right here. So yeah, there's his chest. Very nice sculpt all around. Very nice. He just fell over. And I will get into my only gripe. He was used and someone broke him and sold him to me for $25 at Comic-Con, which I find to be a brilliant deal considering his size and articulation and sculpt. Even though he's a little loose, he's still pretty awesome. Pretty nice silver on him. I must expect myself to have good paint application on these guys. It's all consistent all the way to boots. Articulation part is going to be hard to do, so if my camera falls down, I deeply apologize to all of you wasting your time watching this video. So his head is on a normal joint. It looks up about that far, looks down about that far. Very nice. And then with his neck, you can shimmy up that far. With his neck going down that far. His head also has a pretty good joint right there. It's very free. He has an armpit joint. His arm moves up that far, as well as all the way around. He swivels at the bicep. Double ball jointed elbows. His halfway to his wrist swivels. His wrist goes in and out. He has individual complete knuckle articulation, meaning all those different digits have their own severed articulation. You can do whatever kind of hand pose you want for this figure. So yeah, you can do a lot. His torso moves that far that way. It was pretty freaking far backward. that far forward, and then it rotates all the way around, so you can do that if you feel like it. Lord mercy's heavy. He bends in that far with his ab crunch. Bends about that far backwards with that, and then if you add on this, you could almost get him completely into a U. Jesus. This part pivots side to side. It does rotate, but it lifts the joint and things like that. Mostly you're supposed to lean it forward or backward to get him extra movement. His legs move forward about that much, move backward that much, move outward to a full 90 degrees if you consist his waist in that motion. He swivels at the thigh. He has double ball joint in the knees. He has a calf swivel. His ankles move backward that far. Move forward that far. He has a very tight ankle pivot, which is very nice. It even consists his sculpt. And he has individual toe articulation, which moves into, I'd say, almost 90 degrees, or he can grip things with his toes, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, considering he was $25 in my account, I say, if you find this guy for at least $100 and he's not in terrible condition, even though mine was a little bit, I'd say get him. So yeah, for my only real enjoyment in a Spider-Man saga figure, considering that's what it's based on, is Spider-Man 2, technically everybody's favorite video game, gonna go ahead and loose out here and show you the rest of him. So yeah, you can already see this figure is definitely worth picking up. The sculpt is, by the way, consistent.